For this tutorial, number 3 in the series of 6, we are discussing finding background information. In other words, this is how you get informed before you can inform others. This is step 2 of the research process. What is a background, also known as a reference source? They are resources that generally contain well-established facts and general knowledge on topics. Why do we start researching our question by looking for background information? Because this background research, this pre-research, can help us identify issues, questions, and conflicts in the field. This can help you narrow your research question and can also help identify keywords and themes related to your question. If you don't know the words people are using to talk about your question, it can be hard to find supporting materials, which is the next step, step 3 of the research process. Where do you start? Consider your research question. What main ideas are you working with? Can you use 1 or 2 keywords to search? A popular place for background information is Wikipedia, but other good reference sources are library reference databases like Credo, your course readings, and a general Google search. Once you've consulted some reference sources, use your background research to generate new keywords. Do you cite reference sources? First, let's think back to what background knowledge is. Background knowledge generally concerns well-established facts and general knowledge. This is opposed to foreground research, which helps you develop an answer or thesis for your research question. You find this foreground information in books and credible sources, like scholarly articles. No, background knowledge is not usually cited. Why not? Usually because there are agreed upon facts in every field, kind of like a discipline-specific common knowledge. And scholars don't need to recap this information because they are writing for other scholars in the field. It is just another aspect of the scholarly conversation. To recap, do use background sources to find out what scholars already know about your topic, start a list of keywords, and check out the sources the background information cites to. However, when you use background sources, don't cite to them and don't believe everything you see online, even on Wikipedia, unless you can verify its credibility. For the next tutorial, we'll cover step 3 in the research process, finding materials, which are the foreground materials we just alluded to.